Even
what
fines,
if they
I don't
sentence her to finish college?
Oh my God.
She's like, I can't do it.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
I want to thank our sponsor, Faraday. Our guys, Faraday is a family brand founded by Alex, his wife Carrie, and his twin brother Mike. These dudes are amazing. The whole family is amazing. That channels their love of the beach lifestyle into clothing for life's greatest moment. Faraday crafts clothes that feel as good as the day at the beach, and they're backed by their guarantee of quality. So Faraday is giving all Dumb People Town listeners an amazing deal, 20% off your order. Head to FaradayBrand.com/DPT. Use the code DPT at checkout for 20% off your order. That's FAHERTY brand.com/DPT. JamesAllen.com is the fastest growing online retailer of engagement rings and diamond jewelry, and they've already been a part of over 200,000 engagements across the world. Is yours next? Yeah, get 25% off your order when you go to JamesAllen.com and use the code DPTJ. That's code DPT at JamesAllen.com for 25% off. JamesAllen.com. Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population U. Population Watts. Reginald
Watts.
Q. Watts. Is it a Q in the middle?
Yeah, there's a Q.
Reginald
I'm
Q.
part of the Q contingent.
I am part of the Q contingency. But the Q is just a line. It's a CUE. It's a Q.
Yeah, right, of course. Yeah, English. Yeah,
Let's
it's like
be
for
honest,
Americans out there.
I know.
Line.
Like the beginning.
Oh,
Wait, was Q? So Q was fast forward on some old tape equipment.
Yeah, cue it forward.
Oh, you mean CUE?
CUE.
Cue it forward.
Cue it, yes.
I was in a
yes.
pool.
You got
Get it ready.
Q.
But what is? How do you spell a line in England? QUE. That's a
Yeah, it's cute. They don't have the word line. It's an American word. It's got getting.
Or they stand online.
stand
They
online.
stand-
We were standing
that
online.
I will not abide that.
Stand
that
online.
East Coast. That will not. I will not stand.
Get in queue and stand online.
Yeah, stand online.
And get in queue. Well, the world's getting dumber, and I'm so
know
happy
it.
that you're here to break it down with us, Reggie.
Thanks. I love it.
So we get stories sent to us by our friends and fans. They're friends.
And
I mean, let's
family.
be honest.
They're family,
This
really.
first one sent. I'm going to jump into one right away. We used to be that Dan did all the stories, and now we each take one. So this is really fun.
Wow.
Buckle up, Reg.
Okay.
We're going to talk
Layoffs.
about you. We'll talk about your new book in a little bit, but let's get into this, which was a story sent by Carlene McDermott.
At
She be Carlene. Phenomenal name. And a
She
phenomenal,
sends
she's like a stringer. She sends us our stories. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Headline: Woman faked kidnapping to conceal the fact that she dropped out of college.
Whoa.
That's
That sounds very likely.
yeah, and also I'm like, you're showing a lot of initiative to fake this. She should
Wasn't
get some
this-
college
notes.
credits for the faking of the kidnapping, and then that should complete the college sociology experiment.
Criminal
Or,
studies.
or she should, like be involved in planning a heist of some
Right,
sort.
okay.
There's a lot
Yes.
of forethought.
Patty
Yes.
Hearst.
Yeah.
If she writes a
Reference.
whole Patty heist. Patty heist. It's a Patty heist. Patty. So she's a Patty Hearst type person who plans heists. She's Patty Heist. What if?
Petty heist.
That's not it. That's not
Hey
it.
guys, it's
Patty
Patty
Heist. It
I
was
have
a
a
barber
Patty
who stole a girl. What if she writes like a 200-page?
Ransom note? Oh, you think she has to do a manifesto?
To me, what if she writes about her whole experience faking the kidnapping and turns it into like the psych department?
Yeah.
It's like, there you go.
At the end, she's like, ta-da.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this was
There's
this
my most
project.
immersive
Right.
project in college ever.
Yeah.
A woman has been arrested. Arrested? Why?
Whoa.
Should she have been? I guess. Well,
Well,
no,
the
you can't
resources
fake
that are used.
Yeah, you can't fake
Even
a
if it's
kidnapping.
just you.
Yeah.
Even
Right.
if you're the only one involved, you still get arrested.
That's right. Is anyone looking for me?
Half of you gets arrested.
A woman has been.
Is like,
We didn't have nothing to do with this.
what did you do to yourself? I told myself I was kidnapped.
Visiting
woman?
yourself?
Aren't we all kidnapped? That's how that's shit.
Yeah.
She's
Who
a philosophy
kidnapped
major.
who? Am I right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Hopefully Nicole kidnapped.
Hey.
Right?
And we'll be right back.
Hey, heartbeat break feels good in a place like this.
A woman has been arrested for allegedly trying to fake her own abduction in a bid to conceal the fact that she dropped out of college and was not going to graduate as a student. Of course, she wouldn't have graduated as a student. What would she have graduated as?
She graduated
Doctor?
as a monkfish.
Which is the lobster of fish. Chloe Stein, 23, from Pennsylvania in the U.S., was arrested on Tuesday, May 2nd. Isn't that a Bella Sebastian song? Chloe Stein. Chloe Stein.
Feels like it now.
Seymour Stein. Oh, sorry. Okay. Great
Love
song.
Seymour Hoffman,
Great song.
R.I.P.
Right? Seymour Hoffman. falsely reporting a crime that did not happen, obstructing the administration of law, and disorderly conduct. What's the disorderly conduct?
Yeah.
Was she unruly?
Put up a fight.
Say, I was kidnapped. Okay.
Oh, your conduct.
You got a problem. Let her talk. Let her talk. She's drunk.
She feels
You got a
disorderly.
problem with that? Yeah, you got a problem.
Oh, don't break that
No,
stuff.
hey, hold her back.
That
No,
was
let her
all-
tell
that
her
was all
what you...
orderly.
Give
That
her
was
a
all-
drink.
Let me tell
Give her a drink. Let her sit down. Oh, she's shitting on your desk, David.
Well,
You're
you're not
shitting
gonna
on your
drink.
desk.
You're not going to graduate as a student acting like that.
I'll graduate anytime I want.
Nope, she can't. We're hearing from the school you can't.
We're hearing from the school.
I'm getting
Just
this
now, I have a real-time earpiece to the
Hang on.
No,
Someone
I'm
just
touching
handed
my ear.
Someone just handed me hot off the
Guys,
presses.
the school is on the line.
The school is on the line. Miss Stein
Of facts.
was last heard on Monday evening when she texted her boyfriend while driving home from work saying she was being pulled over by a police officer. Officers later heard from her family who said they found the vehicle, Volkswagen Beetle, abandoned. Why'd she do this
Wait,
to
so
them?
she roped her boyfriend into
Everyone.
that? He doesn't
Okay,
know.
that's a
She-
problem.
This gal.
Can I
That's
just
a
tell
problem.
her she's putting way too much pressure on herself?
I agree.
She can't tell her boyfriend that she wants to
By the
drop
way,
out of
the
college.
amount of
It's
thought
okay.
going into this, do your homework.
Or
Go to class.
or drop out, use all of this energy and initiative to go do something you love.
And the extra money.
Yeah. Two people I know who dropped out of college are two of the smartest people I know.
Yeah.
So, be that person. Be that guy. Revealed that
Be
she
the
was-
dropout you hope to see in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Be
Maybe
the
it's their
dro-
parents' fault. They put so much pressure on, like, you have to graduate
the
in order to be a
boyfriend
whole
too?
person.
And not only do you have to
graduate.
graduate, you have to graduate as a student.
It's so hard to do these days.
It's
so hard to
I
do.
mean, come on.
There's
we're
too many
asking-
expectations on children today.
asking
We know
a lot
that.
of this woman.
We're over-programming her.
State Police Trooper Steve Lamani
Yep.
said in a
That's
news
what I
conference-
drive.
Steve Lamani.
Drive a Lamani.
Come on down to Steve Lamani Ford, where if you don't get a deal, we give you a deal.
You don't get a deal.
Let me
Steve
tell you something
Lamani's
about
gonna
this.
personally make sure you get a
I'll
deal.
make you an offer.
And it's
you
always
can't
a different
refuse.
type of car. Here's Steve Lamani Ford. You can come down and get this beautiful Chevy Trailblazer. It's like you're a Ford
Steve
dealership.
Lamani Ford.
Subaru has still got drinks in the drink holder. Where'd you get it?
Eagle Talon.
Do you know how to clean blood yourself? You're gonna love this Geo Metro.
He loved Chrysler. We love lasers. How about a Chrysler laser?
Chrysler Laser,
Shoots lasers out of the
Geo
back.
Tracker, Geo Metro, and a Geo Storm.
We got all
of them.
three for
Okay.
three.
What did Larry Spumoni say?
Revealed that she was safe and well at home in Jeanette, about 30 miles south of Pittsburgh.
Ooh, in Jeanette, huh?
Jeanette. She's an Jeanette. Miss Stein reportedly told officers she was pulled over and abducted by an unknown male who posed as a police officer. So now she's kind of like roping the police somewhat.
the police
into
It
it.
was you guys. She's like, Dorothy, you were there and you were there. So she's saying, I was kidnapped by a person pretending to be a police officer. Right after I told my boyfriend, I'm getting pulled over.
Yeah, she claimed he had a
The story
firearm and that
sucks.
she was
Not
blind.
your story,
She's
her
awful.
story.
Oh my god,
Terrible.
And taken to various locations in the area. But before she was found, police had received a call from Penn State University officials who said she was not an enrolled student, contrary to news
What?
reports that described her as a senior. So this is going to come out.
Well, because she said it in news reports, I'm a senior. And then they go, not here. She's
We'll check on that.
You know what you need to do?
Interesting.
Watch every episode of the show alone so that you get enough knowledge of to maybe survive for 5 to 6 hours outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Then go out into the woods with all your stuff that you've secretly bought with cash.
Right.
Live there for hopefully a month, but even a week.
Yeah.
You come back stumbling out. You're gonna have to hide all that stuff, and you can't pollute. So you're gonna need to come get that later. You come stumbling out. They'll go, oh my God, you've been gone. Where the hell? You're like, I don't know what happened to me.
I was
just
drugged.
walked into the woods, and then no, don't ever include anybody else.
All right.
I tried to go for a walk, and then I just got lost,
Disoriented.
Whatever, right? You still might get rung up if they really had a whole bunch of
But
people
you
looking
claim
for you.
disorientation.
You
I
go,
feel like
also,
who can argue with
Dehydrated?
this?
I
I didn't
dropped
have
out
breakfast.
of college, and they're going, we don't care about that.
You're back.
You're back.
You're back.
I mean, maybe she said, she could say something like, well, I instead of orientation, I went to student disorientation.
Yeah.
And I really went there.
I actually did it.
Maybe I should have got into drama.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yes.
You wanted me to commit to things.
No, it's maybe I shouldn't have gone to the disorientation.
Yeah,
and
totally.
gone to the orientation.
No.
Mr.
Sorry.
Lamani said during the course of that phone call, the one phone call to Penn State University, we're like, she's not a senior. We found out that
And Penn State is also like, don't pull us into
we've
any
had
other,
enough shit to deal with.
Jerry Sandusky ruined our
Right.
entire
So we
don't even-
found out
I might bleep his name.
that she had not been attending college for quite some time, almost at the point where it's over a year, maybe 2, and graduation was right around the corner. That really led us in the direction that at any point of time, there was no police interaction. There was no pullover. None of that happened. So as soon as they're like, she's not a senior, they're like, she's not. This didn't happen.
You know what? I want to go back and I want to give her credit for not pulling her boyfriend into this lie.
Right.
He's completely innocent, and that was kind of her.
I'll meet you on the other side.
So she cares.
Right.
Right.
She
Cares.
was like,
care.
I'm not
That's
taking
cool.
anybody else down with me.
They got to at least consider that in the trial.
Right.
I agree.
Thank you.
Love. Consider
compassion. Consider love. Penn State said she was last enrolled in 2018 at Penn State Fayette.
God, she's been keeping this lie up for a while.
15 miles from Pittsburgh. When she was confronted about the evidence, she, quote, admitted that she had fabricated all the information pertaining to the incident. So she folded like... You know,
Instantly.
people in movies and stuff, they can hold up the ruse.
No. They go, excuse me, ma'am. Are you? I lied about everything.
Your plan is bad if it all hinges on you not getting asked about
Ma'am,
it.
we just got off the phone with, I made it all up.
Yeah.
Can you just sentence me and can I be in jail and it'd be all over?
She walks
Speedy
towards them
trial,
like
speedy
this.
trial, right? Speedy trial. Technically, I'm already in jail.
Speedy delivery, speedy trial.
The fact of not going to school apparently for so long and maybe disappointing was the reason behind it. But she was never in danger, and her, said at no point was she in danger.
Randy, you haven't gotten in. All I want for this is I feel like the person who just didn't understand it's okay to admit mistakes or that you need something different in your life. She was worried about pressure and letting people down. I want this. It was very wrong. I hope it's all community service. Just do something like
You have
we
to.
don't need. You're not gonna find even
What
fines.
if they
I don't
sentence her to finish college?
Oh my God!
I can't do it. I can't do it.
You have to. That's your. That is
and
your.
it's paid for with grants.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
want. So she's actually better off.
Yeah. She's like,
she's better off having done the crime.
Yes, because-
Although I bet you they'll be like it's possible that she could do like a kind of like add this element, this feature. Like, yes, she lied about everything, but there's like footage of a van that is parked like maybe 200 feet away.
Yeah.
And there was a guy that was actually abducting people.
Right.
So she missed it.
She-
by like
Yes.
hundreds of feet.
2 seconds.
So
So if you are that guy, kidnap her now.
Yeah, get her.
Because nobody's
gonna
this shit
believe
again.
her
Like,
ever again.
somebody forgot to go to the grocery store.
and then we'll have you on Kidnapping Today.
Yes. Kidnapping Friday.
I mean, it prompted fear in the community who thought there was an abductor at large. So
course
now
it did.
she's responsible for fear in the community.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Miss Knight is
Fear
now
in the
set to-
community, great band.
Fear in the community. They
Opening
opened
for Panic at the
They
Disco.
did open for Panic at the Disco.
It is. That is exactly what I thought.
That is 100%.
Are you afraid yet? In the community. Cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac is their big song. I'm going nowhere.
Round and round. This sounds like a cover. It's a cul-de-sac. Round and round with only one way out. A lot of nice houses on this street. Highly coveted real estate. No through street.
Cul-de-sac by fear.
CK too.
CK by
CK.
fear in the community. All right. Miss
how is
Stein
this
is
not a
now
sound?
she's now set to appear before Judge Joseph R. DeMarchis, which to me sounds like a
Joey DeMarchis?
Looney Tunes character.
Yeah.
I'm Joseph R. DeMarchis. I own a mansion and a yacht.
Your Honor, if I may, you may not. and
And if I may.
Underruled.
I love the raccoon. Send in the raccoon. Bailiff.
That was a great record.
That's an insane raccoon in Westmoreland County, Pennsylvania on May 25th for a preliminary hearing. Dude, if I'm her, I'm putting all this on my resume. And
Just say I took a gap year.
That's right.
I took a gap year.
Maybe she could
Sounds
like
like
get a job
4.
writing histories for American Girl dolls.
Go for
I
it.
made it up. We're
Yeah,
going to figure this out.
made
She's
it
got a
up.
great imagination.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So we don't know what happened to her. We don't know what the sentencing
don't?
was. We don't. This
we
is
don't
just
know that yet.
All the story,
yet.
but
No.
this is it.
That's crazy.
That's how you do.
Dumbass.
Story number one. Down in the books.
Another dumb story where all you had to do was communicate better.
Yeah, totally. Just say like, I can't finish college. Or even started.
So let's take a break. We got Reggie Watts. He's got a new book out. I'm so excited about it. Excited for him. Been following it all. We're going to let you know how to get it, and you can support this young gentleman right here, and we'll tell you what we have going on the other side.
Dan's going to tell you what
Dan's going to tell us what's going on.
You did the
Is
first
it us?
story.
Are we doing
Whoever
us?
does the first story does the first plug.
Okay,
why did I not know
that?
that?
We didn't know that. All right, we'll do all that on the other side of the break. It's Dumb People Town with the great Reggie Watts. Hello, gentlemen and women. We are back.
And raccoons.
And raccoon. There they are. Reggie Watts is with us. Before we get to his book, I'm very excited about it. He likes it. Did you ever see the video of the guy with all the raccoons
And
that
he
are
breaks
like
out the
really
cereal?
fat? He just opens up a box of cereal on his deck,
And they
it's-
all crawl all over him. It's unbelievable.
I like the one where the guy opens the dumpster and they're all like,
they're like,
look, yeah. But then part 2 to that, some people have never seen it. He does just put up a big long like 2x4 and one in and one out, and they just all crawl out one. But he doesn't leave them in there.
That's
but he just opens and there's like 15 raccoons going.
well,
I love that.
I mean, the guy
Raccoons
who,
are awesome.
Yeah.
the guy who throws the cereal, I mean, they're all fat. So he has literally
This is his
fattened up a
thing, man.
community of raccoons.
Yeah.
And it's the greatest
It's
thing
not.
ever.
It can't be good for them.
No, it's
No.
definitely not.
It's
But they're
definitely not.
happy.
They're bloated.
Or us.
Dude, okay, so
Unless it's Magic Spoon. And we would love Magic Spoon
Exactly.
to be a
Magic
sponsor.
Sponsor.
They're so
sponsoring us. I love Magic Spoon.
All right. So before we get to Reggie's book, we're gonna say for us, come see us in Cleveland. We're doing shows at Hilarities, which is an unbelievable club.
Love
One of the
that
best
club.
clubs
First
in
and
the
second
country.
of
Sam,
December.
Nick, everybody.
Love
there.
it.
I love that
Cleveland.
city.
Love you, Sam.
And Cleveland's the best.
Isn't it a great town?
Yeah,
like
my dad's from there.
people are up for coming out and doing comedy, big comedy, like community there and fans there. So I love
And then
that
we're
place.
in and then
Portland at the beginning of January, and the next night at Helium, the next night at the Crocodile. I love the Crocodile.
in
And
Seattle. It's a great club.
Crocodile.
in the Crocodile, and then at the beginning of February, we're in Denver at Comedy Works South, and the beginning of March, we're at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle in Detroit. Beginning of April, we're in Minneapolis at Acme Comedy Club. These are all amazing clubs. And then we're at Moon Tower with Daniel. That's going to be fun.
Oh,
Should be good.
way. I would love for that. to happen.
Yeah,
long
let's
time.
make that happen. And then May, we might even be in Alaska. So all that good stuff, supersklars.com. Check it
manifesting
out.
it, Daniel.
We're manifesting
Let's
it.
do it.
And Reggie Watts, you have a new book. Please let's let people know how to get it and what it is.
Sure. It's a book. It's out. It's on Amazon, I guess.
Great. Sure.
And any bookstore.
So go to a
Go into your
I'm gonna say
local
go
bookstore.
into your bookstore
Local.
and purchase this.
You know why?
hardback.
Because you'll go into the store, you'll buy like 3 or 4 of them. They'll be like, "We're low on the Watts books."
Yeah.
And they'll re-up.
You got to re-up on the Watts
that's
book.
What's
true.
it called?
Yeah, it's called Great Falls, Montana, Post-Punk Weirdos and a Tale, Fast Times, Post-Punk Weirdos and a Tale of Coming Home Again.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
But just Great Falls, Montana. So it's real.
About your youth.
Yeah.
my youths.
Tell me, because I didn't know you had one.
It's about my youths. Yeah, I got
But does
ones.
it? Are you doing it from 2 perspectives? Is that what the title references? Like going home and viewing it now, or going home and looking back on what it was like?
No, it's more like it's more chronological. It's
Okay.
just describing my life, from being born in Stuttgart and then moving around Europe and moving to Montana, and then going and then growing up in Montana in the 70s and 80s, and then it covers a little bit of when I moved to Seattle in 1990 and a little bit of New York and a little bit of LA, but it mostly centers around end of junior high through high school years.
And you know all these stories about yourself, obviously, but did you glean something else when putting it all together? Or are you like, because
Or
sometimes we
unlock
don't
any
look
memories?
at this, and were you like, oh no, wait a minute, this is why I do this? Because as you're starting to put all these stories of your youth together and say, this is what my life was like in Montana.
Well, it's funny. It's like it feels like I know all this stuff. I'm just explaining it to everybody else.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
why am I this thing? It's like, well, it's because of these things.
Right.
Basically.
Musically and just general, you're the artist that you are. What of what you do, like what do you attribute to Montana? Is it, like, you know what I mean? Like
Specifically?
yes, the influence, because when you're in Europe and doing all that, I mean, all of that musical influence and all of that, like how people are making sounds and what's happening. But I always say, people go, well, how do you know so much country music? And I'm like, well, where I'm from, there is 3 classic rock stations, 4 Christian stations,
Yeah.
17 country music stations.
that's about
It's
right.
just walking in and out of gas stations and convenience
That's
stores
what you
and
hear.
friends' cars in high school and stuff like that. And so it where you're from, like you can have an influence that is maybe people go, yeah, but you're this. Like I've seen these TikTok really of Method Man being like, "That's all the Beatles." Like,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
and and people go, "Of course it fucking is." And for you, like, what is the Montana influence? I've never been there, and I've always wanted to go there.
Well, I mean, Montana, it's very similar to what you just described. Montana, I mean, Great Falls was, it's about 65,000 people. It's an Air Force town. So it's in many ways, it's one of the more cosmopolitan towns in Montana, just because
you're constantly getting people moving in, bringing in
from all over the world.
Yeah, bringing in their wives that they, wives or spouses that they met in other countries and so forth. So you get this mix of people, not big, but a little bit of a mix.
But even like the teenagers, you're getting 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds who just moved here from Chicago or moved here from South Carolina or something.
Yeah, it was kind of a transient-ish. I mean, the basic like 80% stayed the same, but there's like a kind of a transient 20%. But I mean, we had it was top 40 music and music, elevator music and Muzak and all those various things, and then plus TV and movies. So it was really kind of the age of media, kind of the media explosion in the 80s, because movies got a little bit more sophisticated. Multiplexes came into being. Cable television expanded. Music TV,
where you saw it for the first time.
Music TV was like, MTV was insane, because I remember, I always tell the story of like when Michael Jackson's Thriller came out. I remember because they were playing it every half an hour on MTV for an entire day. And I remember just getting out from school and couldn't wait for that clock to to ring at 3 o'clock, and I like packed up all my stuff and I just sprinted home to catch the next rotation of that video. So I mean, that was like mostly it, and there was a lot of country, and there was country that I was exposed to in different ways. It all kind of mixed together into this kind of interesting world that I was mimicking.
You took it all in. That's the thing, is you took every single piece of it, and it like comes out in weird, hilarious ways when you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that some of them, when I did shows in Montana recently for the book tour, and I just spent so much time on, like, I was talking about like people moving to, like, wanting to move to Montana, and I was like, don't move to Montana.
Don't.
And I went on this big thing. I was like, they're like, no, but I really want to move. It's like, well, okay, but do you know how to chop wood? Do you know where to store your wood?
Yes.
Do you know that you need to put a tarp over your wood? Do you know that's better to store your wood here? And then
I just told you 4 things about wood that you don't know.
You could also just say, let me see your pocket knife. Like, I don't have a pocket knife.
Like,
you're already out.
Do you have a flashlight? Do you have a flashlight in the glove box?
Do you have a flashlight that you could drive your car over and not break? And you're gone. Don't fucking move here.
Do you know how to put chains on your car? Do you have gaiters? Do you have a base layer? Do you have
a base layer?
A base layer.
A base layer. No one knows what that is. If you're not in a cold weather area, you haven't been in snow.
Last thing, and then we'll jump in. Did you audiobook?
Yeah, there's not a book.
Is it you?
I didn't want to do it, but I did. I did. I was so lazy. I was like, just have Fred Armisen do it. Like I thought that would have been funny. They're just like, what? It's Fred Armisen reading Reggie's. But I did it. I'm glad I did it. People were glad that it was me. I mean, in the end, of course, it makes sense that it would be me. But I was very reticent for a while.
No, it's I think looking back, one last time, title so people can go out and get it.
Yeah, so it's Reggie Watts, Great Falls, Montana, post-punk weirdos. Fast Times, Post-Punk Weirdos, and A Tale of Coming Home Again. Available now in all local bookstores.
But if you have to order it on a big place and have it come to you, then you know what?
Or
by the way,
if you want to hear his reluctance,
Audible.
Hear his reluctance on Audible of reading his own book. Great stocking stuffer as the holidays are. We can now turn towards the holidays and do it
What's
there.
happening?
Support it.
All right, you guys ready for a story?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is sent in by Brew Pounder at Brew Pounder.
Someone who likes beer.
We're going to play a little round of Are They the Asshole?
I love this.
So at some point, news became things that happen on TikTok and posts on Reddit. So
news became things happening between two couple that now everybody gets to be like, no, he's the asshole. Let's all weigh in on this.
People will leave on the Reddit thread, am I the asshole? And they'll tell their story, and then people weigh in.
Yeah.
And then news outlets go, this is great for us today.
We don't have enough to report on.
So here we go. A tenant, we'll check in with you guys.
Already hate him. I'm just
kidding. A tenant has found himself in a predicament after his landlord is demanding fees from him that he is technically not responsible for. If the man fails to pay the landlord his extra money, he faces a higher monthly rent and possible eviction.
So we've all been rented.
So even if you don't pay, they're going to go, oh, we'll just raise your rent.
We've all rented apartments. You have this weird, like, employee boss relationship with your landlord where you hate him,
They're not nice, but you got to kiss their ass.
Right.
So that's where he is
or
right now.
You're in my scenario where they're very nice and you still feel guilty about everything that you ask them for.
Right.
And other people are like, what's wrong with you?
I can't.
Right.
Sharing his story to the subreddit Am I the Asshole, the man revealed that he is currently renting out a basement suite in a family home.
Let's not call it a suite.
The suite is located next to a laundry room. Mm-hmm. We all following all this? Feels like I'm explaining Clue.
Yeah.
One day a week, the family will unlock the door in the laundry room that leads to my suite, and I thus have access to the room for the day. I already don't know if I think he's an asshole for allowing himself to live this way, or they are for saying you have one day a week you can
to do your laundry.
Or we don't trust you with
Put
our
a
laundry
fucking
machine.
lock on the other door that accesses the rest of the
Or
house.
put coins in the laundry machine.
It's like a Jack and Jill laundry room, essentially.
So then he would have access to their house, technically?
Because their door, the other door on the other end of the laundry room.
Sounds like everybody's an asshole in this one.
Right, exactly.
Right.
I mean,
But expecting somebody to be like, you live here? You do your laundry on Wednesdays. If it's not a Wednesday, TS. I'd be like, fuck you, I'm out.
but is this something he
But also, I
discovered?
get it, it's your house.
What if I crap every pair of underwear on a Monday? You're in trouble.
Let me
Use the
tell you how
sink.
that goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, did he know that when he was moving in?
Must have.
That's the difference.
Must have.
Had
If
to.
he
Had to
did,
show them.
that's his-
Here's
that's
a
on
laundry
him.
room. You only have access one
Yeah.
day.
He uses that
He's like,
day.
yeah, sure.
He's on his
Yeah, I
phone.
love it.
He's
I love it.
texting.
Yeah.
Cool. Deposit.
Okay, now let me complain.
He
about
uses this day to catch up on all of his dirty laundry.
Mm-hmm.
I put my clothes in the machine and shut the door to the suite so that I don't hear all that ruckus.
Sure.
So he enters their laundry room.
Washing a lot of sneakers. I get it.
Then he shuts the door to his suite, which is normally locked. But on this day, it's not. Okay. There are stairs that lead from the laundry room to the rest of the house so that the family who owns the house can also access their laundry room as well. No
this
shit.
guy's wife gets murdered by an owl.
One
Am I right?
day-
Is that are we talking about?
While the man was doing his laundry and placed his clothes in the dryer,
On his day.
he shut the door,
Sure.
went down the steps back to his own
They
area.
lock it.
He then heard screams through the door.
Screams.
The next thing I know, an ambulance has arrived.
What?
Apparently, the landlord's 4-year-old son has somehow climbed into the dryer while it was running and became trapped inside.
Okay.
Obviously, everyone, this kid's fine.
Right.
No one knew how to get.
According to the
dryer
man, the dryer is faulty and does not shut off automatically when the door is opened. So, he shuts his
defense,
access.
the kid was wet. We gotta dry this kid out. And by wet, I mean dry.
Enters the laundry room from a door they never lock because it accesses their
That's
own
right.
home.
Right.
shower.
Opens the dryer, gets inside. It doesn't turn off
No.
because the dryer doesn't
He's
turn off. when you
rolling
open the door,
around.
which is a big fault in our stars.
Was he wearing a helmet?
No.
Honey.
What I say about getting in the dryer.
So the kid was tumbling in there a while. That's a very soft
Kid was
generalization.
tumbling in there. Get him. Get him.
It's like a ride. It's like a ride. It's like a ride.
He now does not have the
If you're
ability
not going to use your words, I'm not going to take you out.
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
What are you saying?
No, let him say it, David.
Don't
He
reach
has
in.
to say it.
He has to say it within 30 rotations.
He's got 30 rotations to say it or he's done.
So the kid was in there tumbling for a while, and the door was open, all because the machine didn't shut itself off when the door was open. Thankfully, after a trip to the hospital, the child turned out to be fine, although he was released with a hefty medical bill, a medical bill that the man's landlords now expect their tenant to cover since it was his laundry that their son climbed into.
No.
That is
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
Who's the
Absolutely
asshole?
not.
You are not watching your kids. It's all on you.
No,
As-
the parents.
You're a bad parent if you.
Huge.
Let me say this right now.
They
I'm
want
saying
him to pay the bill.
Where's my camera?
Say it to
Am I
camera.
right here?
You're there.
Say it to camera.
I'll tell you right now. If you are a parent and your kid does something dumb and your first instinct is to blame someone else, you're not a good parent.
That's right.
You immediately blame your kids and you get up and you go, what did he do? I'm sorry. What did
And
he
then, based on how good they are with a response that is either a lie or the truth, you then assess your
Says the
current
truth.
level of
If your
anger.
kid goes to you, nothing, I didn't do anything. I saw you comment his thing. He pulled me into the dryer. All right, now we have a story. Now we have something we have to investigate. Now
there's
he
a
pulled you in the dryer. Now I got to find out if he did it or not.
Yeah.
My first instinct is, what did you do? What did you do?
I'm just imagining like this parent, like they're in the kitchen, and like the kid like has like one of those like whatever garlic, whatever those little hand mallets for like tenderizing meat or whatever. He like hits his hand, and he turns around. He's like, "Okay, who's responsible for this?
Who can we sue?
Who did this?
Who can I place blame on for this?"
It's the Tim Robinson sketch. We all want to find out who drove the hot dog car into this. So here's the deal. The family would say, "You owe me money for my kid." I would go, "Why?" And like, "It was your laundry." And I would go, "It's your dryer."
Right.
And they go, "Yeah, but it was your laundry." I go, "He opened the door you own."
Right. Can't we get together and sue the dryer company?
Yeah, I thought you were just going to say the laundry itself. Yeah. Can we sue the dirty clothes?
Sue the clothes.
It's actually, there's a precedent for that.
There is.
1976.
Since the family,
People versus dirty laundry,
who owns the home, does not have medical insurance, the ambulance and hospital bills that they are asking their tenant to pay totals how much money?
Oh my God.
$62,000.
Oh my God. That's not crazy, by the way.
No.
I think 13,000.
Because they give you insurance bill numbers.
$13,700. They said hefty bill.
Yeah.
$24,000.
Okay. The cost that they want their tenant to pay is $8,470.
Wow, still a lot.
No,
Still a
too
lot.
much.
That's still way
You're living
too
in
much.
a basement of someone else's family,
And you're having to call that a suite?
You don't have 8 large sitting around.
Do you think that like one of the parents said to the other one, like, well, maybe we'll get him to pay? And then the other parent, who's equally as dumb, was like, yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, it's his laundry.
Then they start believing.
They don't have
the lie.
insurance to cover this?
No.
The
man argues
That's laundry.
The man
insurance.
argues.
Rare.
I mean, they're laundering kids.
It's a money laundering situation.
laundering the
It's
truth.
a money laundering
Laundering the
situation.
responsibility.
Can we also bring back the word large for $1,000?
Oh, for sure.
Time you do that,
I think large is.
I think it's going to cost me 50 large. 3 large.
Yeah.
How much was that?
Well,
That
right,
was
I think
one
it
large.
got replaced with
$3
racks.
large.
$3
$3
It got
large.
replaced with racks.
in G's.
Well, yeah, G's forever.
G's forever.
But like one
large.
rack is 10G.
Large.
Rack.
Yeah, it's from poker.
Oh, okay. A rack. Okay.
However, the man argues he's not responsible for paying the medical bills and for valid reasons. He says, quote, I am not in charge of watching their kid. I am paying an insane amount of rent. Well, that really doesn't matter.
That's the other issue.
Yeah,
Let's
That's
go
the
sneak
whole-
that in there.
I didn't agree to babysit anyone in addition to living there. It is their laundry machine that is apparently faulty.
Like he starts in this article getting.
Hey, I don't
all
say
the
anything
things
when
he
they
doesn't
fight
like.
about getting a divorce. Like, okay, sir, we don't.
Easy.
I don't complain about them smelling like cumin up there.
Hey, listen, I don't complain about the fact that I get a third of my packages. We're like, what does that have to do with?
Still, the man's landlords are insisting that he cover their son's medical expenses.
No.
Now he is turning to wherever he can for advice on handling the situation.
Reddit.
I went to a forum that was oriented towards landlords to see if I was really responsible.
You talking about the landlord forum?
Yeah, which is just a Facebook group. Come on, let's not get fucking fancy.
Wow.
I mean, there are many times I'll often turn to the
Honey,
landlord
should we
forum.
get dinner before or after the landlord
Let me
forum?
check the land.
He
Got
was
landlord
asked.
forms on.
He was asked.
I DVR'd it, and I won't be home for the end, so do not tell me.
Hey, are you free Thursday night? Are you free Thursday at 8?
What's today, Thursday?
I've got landlord forum.
You got landlord forum?
Oh,
That's 8 is the only time this.
It's also just the worst PBS show. On the next landlord forum.
Like 8 landlords.
Yeah.
Just like discussing like landlords.
Right, for a city no one lives in.
I want to put up a retaining wall anyway.
He was asked if the family he lived with ever raised his rent, and he admitted they had not. After he had
Okay.
lived in their space for nearly a year and a half. They wouldn't. It's a year,
Year and a
maybe
half.
a year,
Yeah.
but even
But
that.
still,
usually
kudos
wait
to them for not raising it.
Okay.
I pay my rent on time every time and don't cause a problem other than
This
stuck in
right
that
here
kid.
for
and
drying kids.
I assume them not collecting a little extra is still better than the risk of trying to find a
Drying
tenant.
kids sounds so bad. Sounds like you.
And then imagine guys-
drying meats.
Let me dry your kid for 5 minutes. Let me just dry your
If
kid.
someone said I want to dry your kid, you yank them away so fast.
But also imagine as parents, you guys, you do the thing when they get, you're okay, you don't have any wrinkles. Look at your hair. You're okay.
It's so fluffy. He's all
no
right.
static
He's all
cling
right.
even. Look, he was nice enough to throw in a dry
He's got like 3 socks stuck.
Like, don't
to have a big reaction until he has a reaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, guys, before you get mad, I'm just gonna say he's okay. Okay, just let me see him. No, it's okay. Just hold on.
The guy who took him out before the parents.
He's okay. There you go. Yeah, you look good. Okay, you look good. Stand over there.
Yeah.
He's
Don't
fine.
move.
Where is he? He's fine. You're not answering my question.
So dry.
Where is he? So dry.
He's the driest.
Oh, I imagine if the guy had found him first. Okay, don't be mad to the parents. Where is he? Well, he's still in there.
No.
But I wanted to make sure you're not mad at me.
Don't be mad. He's gonna smell like bounce for like about a year.
So just so you know, I took video of him, rolling around in there, just so you get like an idea of what that was like.
We're making a lot of money on Reels right now.
We're live streaming, just so you know.
Okay, so we all agree they're the asshole.
Oh, they're
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
They are.
Okay.
He's a little bit of a wet blanket.
Yes.
No, but the dry will fix that.
Yeah, but
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, is it us or you? It's you. It's Daniel.
It's Dan
giving his dates.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a story about the most dangerous karaoke ever.
I cannot wait. Reggie Watts is with us. He's got a new book, Reggie Watts. If you just look up Reggie Watts, Montana Falls, you will find
Not
it.
Montana Falls.
I mean,
it's close. Great Falls.
Great Falls,
No, but it's
Montana.
close.
It's close.
No, it's close.
Close.
You'll find it.
It's close.
If you
You
did,
would
look up,
at least get a "Did you mean?"
Did
If
you
type
mean? Here, dummy.
That's right. That's like the new thing. It's like, did you means?
Did you
like,
means?
like because it's more engagement.
Right.
Yeah.
But that would be
How
a
many
funny
did you
thing
means
to-
did you get?
That'd be
like
a funny
3.
thing to do in life, to like correct people
Oh yeah.
and be
yeah.
like,
Did you mean?
yeah. I think
Did you mean is the most passive aggressive way of being like
of
you're a
correcting
dummy.
someone?
Yeah.
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 Did you someone like
It's like how
yelled-
the English do the thing at the end.
yeah.
It's not that hard though, is it?
Is it?
The rhetorical at
Yes.
the end.
And you're like, wait, am I answering
You
this
just kind of
question? Your voice
lift
went
it
up
like
at the
this,
end.
don't you?
All right, with all that, we're going to find bad karaoke on the other side of the break. It's Dumb People Town with Reggie Watts. We'll be right back. Boom.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, I want to talk about our engagement process, like how we got engaged, and
Now it's like 2 decades ago for us. I wish JamesAllen.com was around.
Same,
for us back then.
I had to go through a guy who knew a guy, and I'm looking at sort of.
And then you're in the store and you're like, is this dude upselling me on this stuff? And he's trying to get a
I'm
commission off of
questioning
what
my
I'm buying.
eyesight. I don't know how to look at something through a loop. It
No,
was just weird.
I need
and
it magnified for me. I'm not an expert. Well, JamesAllen.com.
Thankfully,
they
they're-
make it easy and fun. Choose from over 200,000 certified conflict-free diamonds. That's important. And they've got both earth-created and lab-created.
Yeah, once you pick your diamond, you see it in a magnified 360-degree view. Look, that's amazing.
What the actual diamond looks like up close in HD on your phone, on your
You
computer.
can broadcast that to your TV and
Then
see it even bigger.
You pick from hundreds of ring settings in platinum, white gold, rose gold, yellow gold. They got everything you need for you. They make it easy. The
First of all,
process is simple.
how about this? Everything from James Allen comes with a lifetime warranty, free resizing. Free resizing. You know, I had to get my ring resized like 3 times.
After certainly for your wife, if she gets pregnant, like your
free
hands
resizing.
change, you need to resize.
And engraving and hassle-free 30-day returns. I love these guys. So right now, you get 25% off your order when you go to JamesAllen.com. Use the code DPT.
That's DPT at JamesAllen.com for 25% off.
%, JamesAllen.com. Jay, let's talk about Faraday.
I have so many Faraday pieces of clothing in my arsenal.
Every time I wear it, people are like, where'd you get that?
I got this rugby shirt by them that reminds me of the 1980s. It is the
Amazing.
most comfortable shirt I've ever purchased.
Where you've worn it on stage the last
it
couple times.
fits well. It looks great. So that's the thing about Faraday clothes. Not only do they look good, they have amazing colors, really cool patterns that, are
Like flannels that are stretchy, almost like sweaters in their
so that's
Legend
the Legend
collection.
sweater collection. And all their stuff is comfortable. I bought stuff for my daughter there. I bought a pullover fleece. You have that pullover fleece.
Pullover fleece, and I just got, it's not a pullover, it's a zip-up fleece, and it's beautiful with a great sort of interesting sort of Native American design on it, but I just got 2 blazers from them. Incredible blazers that are just fit so perfectly. I love
got the
clothes they
chino
make.
pants that are light and they stretch. It's amazing. Their clothes are amazing. This is a company started by twin brothers who we love. These guys are great. I'm so happy to see them growing as a company, and I'm so grateful that they're sponsoring this podcast. They will become your favorite pieces of clothes that you wear. Faraday is giving our friends at Dumb People Town, our townies, listeners, an amazing deal. That's 20% off your order. Head to FaradyBrand.com/DPT. Use the code DPT at checkout. That's FAHERTY brand.com/DPT. Support these guys because they support us. They understand what it's like to be kind of independent and doing their thing, and they're succeeding, and so are we. I love these guys. FaradyBrand.com/DPT.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, gang, welcome back to the show. Before we get into our final story, before we get into dancing, I have to tell Reggie.
Do it.
My happy place is watching. Was it Reggie Makes Music?
Yes.
The little clips you would do from
of Comedy Bang Bang.
From Comedy Bang Bang.
Sabibi.
You and Rashida Jones. The thing you guys did.
Yeah.
I will play that for myself to feel calm and happy. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard improvised.
Yeah, you guys were just improvising.
Ooh, I keep listening to it and I love it. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, my.
And it was probably something you're like, did I do that? When did I do that? I mean, it's like you did so much of it.
I mean, Rashida Jones, you can't forget that.
Come on. That was really special. You guys together, I mean, the music you made was beautiful. Anyways,
Thanks.
I'm just December 14th, Cap City Comedy Club. And then go to DanielVanKirk.com. I think I'm going to be doing a run of the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And if there's any dates I haven't hit on the Rose Gold Tour, tell me where you want me to come. I might do Florida all by itself.
Oh my God, Dan.
Brave.
That is incredible.
Just
live
do the dip.
Just riding
like a hurricane of comedy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me know. DanielVanKirk.com.
Speaking of Florida, we're going there.
All right, let's do it.
On this last story.
Florida.
This is sent in by Andy the G, or we like to call him Little Andy Greenberg.
Andy Greenberg.
Brevard man. This is the headline.
Brevard County.
Brevard
So
County.
I love that in Florida there's Broward County and Brevard County. It's like they forgot. What are we going to name this? I don't know.
One sounds like you're saying the other, but drunk.
This is our buddy Eric Friedman. Had a great joke. He was driving along in L.A. and out like by the beach, he saw a street that was just called Melrose. That's the dumbest thing ever. What are we going to call this? Melrose?
No, there's already a Melrose.
I don't know. Call it Nelrose.
That's like my aunt Nell. We used to joke with her. It's like she's like Nelrose. She's so fancy, but
Nelrose.
We named a street
Nelrose
after
over
her. She
here.
died.
So Brevard County, the Broward County of Florida. Brevard man wields machete at bar.
Oh, no.
After karaoke request denied, deputies say.
Makes sense though.
I would.
What
need
did
to
he
know
want
the
to sing?
song. I would need to know.
Let's
the song.
hear what he wanted to sing.
A Brevard County man accused of pulling a how long machete? How many inches was this machete?
7.
2 foot.
Oh, so
24 inches?
6 feet.
6
feet?
foot machete.
That would be great. He's like an anime character.
It's
It's like from the
a
movie.
sword. I think it's maybe
Aladdin.
36 inches.
An 18-inch machete.
Wow. Okay.
What
Foot and a half.
About like that?
18
Foot and a
inches
half
spaghetti.
right here.
At a bar after being denied another karaoke song. So he had already done one.
I need to know.
I
what
need to go again. Was arrested Sunday, according to the sheriff's office.
I
Deputies,
think it really has to do with the song. Because if it's a song that everybody wants to hear, everybody's going to be like, let him do it. Let him do it.
Yeah.
Like if he can crush Lately by Jodeci, let him do it.
If he can crush I Want to Sex You Up by Color Me Bad, I'm in.
Ooh, that's great too.
all right.
Let me take off
Rhinestone
all your
Cowboy.
clothes, disconnect the phone so nobody knows.
That's so romantic.
Yeah.
All right. So this guy's name is Travis Jordan. I'm not going to tell you how old he is.
TJ?
He faces a breach of peace due to disorderly conduct. Charge in connection with
Also
the incident,
killing the vibe.
Literally.
which occurred at Kennedy's Lamppost Tavern.
Yep.
I'm gonna look
I
it
love
up.
that place.
I'll tell you, it's located on 7822 North Atlantic
KLPT.
Avenue in Cape Canaveral.
Roughly.
Where we've launched many a rocket into space. Cape Canaveral.
So we launch that rocket, go
Kennedy's-
over to the Kennedys.
Kennedy's what?
Kennedy's
Lakeshore?
Lamppost
Lamppost.
Tavern.
By the way, so Cape Canaveral, Kennedy Space Center, this is all making sense.
This guy could
now.
work for NASA and he could just be like drunk
just
and
a
mad.
dick.
Yeah. Engineer type.
Yes.
Mission control, like mission too much control.
So the deputies respond to the bar shortly after what time? Or sorry, shortly before what time?
4 p.m.
It's late at night. I'm gonna go 1 a.m.
9:30.
Get your answers in before 2
2 p.m.
Whoa, wait
on
a
a,
second.
on a Sunday.
Okay,
That's your problem for starting karaoke too early.
They
Yeah,
found
that's true.
You can't do karaoke while it's light out.
But people weren't even finishing brunch.
Nope.
Brunchioke. You can't do that. Found Jordan unsteady on his feet with bloodshot and glassy eyes. Travis Jordan or Michael Jordan? Smelling strongly of alcohol and probably caused
Glassy eyes.
affidavit shit. Deputy spoke with a person who said Jordan pulled out the machete, which was concealed on his body, after someone denied his request to sing another karaoke song. The woman, afraid for the safety of others, coaxed the suspect into peacefully handing over the machete.
Wow. Drop it. If he would
That's a
do
good
it,
drop it.
If she
for
would do
her.
a duet of Endless Love with him.
Yeah. Or she's just like, oh my God, who makes that machete? Can't see that real quick? Oh my God, that is.
I have one just
she's
like
wow,
this.
you are the king of wishful
Wow, that's
thinking.
cool.
That's great.
Yeah,
I'll get over
They
you.
don't say the song, and it
God
makes me so
damn it.
mad.
That
I need
sucks.
To know.
I don't
According to the
like that.
affidavit, a member of the bar staff then hid the weapon. And we need to hold that over. We're going to put this
We're
over
just
here
gonna
for
play
you.
warm and cold.
All I'm just saying is this guy showed up to afternoon karaoke
With the
strapped
machete.
With a machete. Like,
Idiot.
I better get my songs or else.
That's crazy.
And the law enforcement said everyone started freaking out when he
I thought you were gonna say Kung Fu
Why?
Fighting. And that was the
everybody
song.
was. and that
Jordan,
was the
who
song.
admitted
Everybody
who admitted to wielding the weapon, told deputies he was
Hey, it was me.
threatened days prior and had to stay alert to protect himself.
Oh, you're a grudge guy.
Okay.
But he had not been in danger the night maybe it was 2 a.m. They said the night he pulled out the machete. Affidavit shows.
He said, I was just talking with him.
Yes,
I was
I
gesturing.
gesticulate a
Like,
lot
you
with my
do with
hands.
glasses.
And I forgot it was in my hand.
Do you want to guess the rating?
Of the bar?
Kennedy's Lamppost Tavern.
4.6.
Out of
5?
5 stars. 477.
4.6 stars is the lamppost. What do you think?
I'm going to say 4.2.
3.9.
4.0.
Oh, I said 3.9.
Well, you're one off, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, they need work. All right, let's get out of here on this.
How old?
I wish I knew the song. I wish it was WAP. I wish it was Endless Love. I
WAP's
wish
great.
it was...
Well, WAP and Endless Love are basically the same song.
They really are.
Endless Love. That's heavy.
That's heavy.
A heavy song.
Reunited.
Oh my gosh.
Come
And
on.
it
Islands
feels-
in the Stream.
Islands in the Streams.
Can we talk?
Oh my gosh.
Shake You Down by Gregory Abbott.
Well, you too. That's your
Higher by Creed.
Yeah. there you
Higher
go.
Love by Winwood, baby.
There you go. Okay.
Oh
so
my God. When-
How old is he?
How old is Travis? Don't call me Michael Jordan.
He's
I got him.
61.
61. Wielding a weapon.
Florida.
Yeah.
If it is daytime, angry that early in the day, that is
It's
old.
a lot of bitterness.
Yeah. But I will go 26.
I knew
47.
It. I knew it. It's a
47.
good guess, though. It's
I
like-
say
26, 47, 61.
Yeah.
Get your answers
That was
in.
my locker combination in high school.
That's right.
Go see Daniel at Cap City in the middle of
Come
December.
on.
Come see us in Cleveland. All the while you're buying Reggie's book and
Let
you're
me know.
supporting
Giving
him.
it as a gift for your friends who you love.
Holiday gift. Travis Jordan,
Great Falls.
Machete in the pants.
39 years old.
Oh,
that'd be you?
I was close.
Nice.
We all kind of had an idea. You all were kind of right in a
Yeah,
weird way.
Yeah.
Like
Older than you think.
older than you think, pushing 40. Older should know better than to carry a machete.
Yes.
But not like crazy old. So Dan was kind of right, and then we all were kind of right.
39 is where you can start just being like, what are we doing, man?
It's the turning
Right.
point.
What are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
Like a younger guy, you're like, we're going to have to tackle this.
We're gonna have
son
to
of a
get-
bitch.
let's-
39, you're like, is it going
Who
to
are you
work
really
out?
mad at?
Like the
6-year-olds,
potential
like,
card starts going away at
Who's
39.
got his medicine?
Think if your kids were here, man.
I know. That's
Yeah.
right. All right, there you go. That's the show. That's how we attack the dumb in this world with the great Reggie Watts. I love that you're here, man. Thank you so much.
Namaste, International.
Namaste, everybody. And oh, shit, we got to get back to work.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.